I'd like to take this opportunity to discuss item number 10, defensive display, as it pertains to the law in the state of Arizona. First, this is going to be covered by Arizona Revised Statute 13-421. And again, this isn't designed to serve as legal advice. It reflects some of the best practices that we use in our self-defense and tactical training through Arizona Tactical Adventures. Now, if I'm going to use defensive display, a couple of things need to exist. Number one, a reasonable person has to believe that the use of force, whether physical or deadly, might be imminent if my safety is at risk. So subsequently, if I believe my safety is at risk, I have an individual approaching me aggressively. Defensive display is defined as advising the person that I have a firearm, hey man, stay back, I've got a gun. Showing if I was using concealed carry, exposing my weapon, and the subject's able to see it, so that would be showing the subject, or if I was open carrying, placing a hand on that weapon system. All of these would fall under the category of defensive display. Now, for defensive display to be legal in the state of Arizona, number one, a reasonable person has to believe that their safety is at risk and that you might have to use physical force or deadly force to protect yourself. And number two, once I have moved to safety, I need to notify law enforcement of the use of defensive display. So once I've gotten to safety, I should call the emergency number and report my location, my name, personal information, and a quick summary of what has happened. In my personal experience, when I've had to use defensive display, the call will go something like this. 911, what's the nature of your emergency? Hey, my name is Mike Simpson. I'm at the corner of 23rd Avenue and Northern. I had a subject approach me aggressively and threaten me. I let him know that I was armed with a handgun. Typically, I'm stopped. I'll be asked, is everyone okay? Does anyone need medical attention? I'll typically advise law enforcement that no medical attention is needed. They'll request if I want an officer to come by. I usually will do so to get a statement and give a description of that subject because they're probably going to be doing the same thing in the immediate area. Over the many times that I've used defensive display, I've never had to complete a police report. So again, in the use of defensive display, if I believe that my safety is at risk and I might have to use some kind of physical or deadly force, I am authorized to tell, show, or reach and touch my firearm if I believe my safety is at risk, and then subsequently, once I'm safe, I notify law enforcement of the use of defensive display. Thanks again for joining me. I hope this clears up some concepts on this important topic, an important right to safety that we have in the state of Arizona.